Glenn, the Ball Chef. Today I'm making a Chinese, Cantonese style chicken stir fry with asparagus. And one of the things is, if you ever go to a Chinese restaurant, a real Chinese restaurant, you'll find that the chicken's very tender. One of the things they do is they soak the chicken in water. What I've done is I've taken 2 chicken breasts, I've sliced them up thinly, soaked them in water for about 3 hours. And now what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to drain off this water. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put hot water right onto this chicken. And what you don't want to do is put cold chicken into hot oil, because it's going to cool the oil down and it's not going to fry it fast enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain this chicken off the best that I can, try to get all the water off of it, and now it's basically at room temperature. So what I want to do now is I'm going to put my wok on high. I'm going to put some vegetable oil into the wok. Maybe about 4 tablespoons. I'm going to let that heat up. But while I'm heating that up, I'm going to dry some more water off of this chicken. I don't really want any water at all on it, because that water is going to make the oil splatter and it's going to cool the oil down. And then what I normally do is I just take a couple paper towels and I just gently dry off the chicken to take up any of the excess water that might be on there. And that way my chicken now is at room temperature. I don't want to just leave this out at room temperature, obviously, but you do want the chicken at room temperature and you want all of the water removed from it. So as the oil heats up, what the dish includes is the 1 pound of sliced chicken breast, and I like to slice it when it's still partially frozen. A little bit of ginger, some garlic, a little bit of sesame oil, and some salt along with my asparagus. No soy sauce. Most of the Cantonese style dishes are very light and they don't use soy sauce in their cooking. This is just the way they do things. If you want soy sauce in your stir fry, you can put it in there, but this is not how this is done. But I'm going to now put my chicken into this oil. And we're going to stir fry this around. We're going to barely cook this chicken off. I want to overcook it. We're going to top my chicken. And what I want to do is I want to take this out of the wok, draining off any of the oil from the chicken. Put this on a plate and set this aside for a second here. The next step is we're going to now prepare our sauce by removing the oil that we use to cook the chicken in. We're going to steam off a little bit of water that's left from cooking the chicken. And we're going to put in another tablespoon of cooking oil in here. I want to make sure that I get all of this water that's left out of the frying process. And now what I've done is I've got some asparagus, about 1 pound. And as you know, asparagus breaks on a natural plane here. So I'm going to put my asparagus in here, along with my sesame oil, my garlic, 2 tablespoons, a tablespoon of salt, sea salt, and just a smidge of ginger. And then what we're going to do is we're going to stir fry this around here. You don't want to overcook this asparagus. You want it all al dente. that cook there for about a minute. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my chicken back in here to infuse some of the spices into my chicken. About a minute, stir fry it. Then what I'm going to do is I've got a tablespoon of cornstarch and some water, and I'm going to simply pour that into the dish. What that's going to do is it's going to thicken up the sauce, and it's going to give a nice glaze to the vegetables and the chicken. We'll come back here and break this up. I'm going to show you what this looks like. Alright. And there it is. You just plate this up right now. And this is Cantonese chicken with asparagus. The ball chef, bon appetit.